Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his first look is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Out to his left. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Bortles. And this is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They come to that play successfully.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top.
And it's a fumble, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Bortles again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. For 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
He had to, because you're going to take the yards on that.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Malik Jackson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Throwing now is Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniel McCullers able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Roethlisberger keeps it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tillman Smith. In from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Bell, fighting him off. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a play fake. Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Bortles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On play action, now Bortles. His throw incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Jaguars on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down. That's Bell. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Jackson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Ben on third and long. Steps away to his left. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 41 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And Boswell's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. To throw here, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the game that time, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful when the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Bell, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. On play action, it's Bortles. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Dez Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is up to 18 now. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And what?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Gonna let it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man. Come and talk to me like Jodeci, but don't you